Hello everyone. The topic we are going to discuss today, that is how to prepare revaluation account. This topic is also the part of the accounting for partnership firms. I am Sujit Kumar Sahu, PGT Commerce. So let us start. There are some points we need to remember for the preparation of the revaluation account. Number one, revaluation account will be prepared when the assets are revalued and the liabilities are reassessed. Number two, assets are revalued and the liabilities are reassessed when there is the change of the profit sharing ratio. It means whenever there is the change of the profit sharing ratio, the assets will be revalued and the liabilities are reassessed. Means this topic is going to help you in case of the admission of a new partner, in case of the retirement of the existing partner, death of the existing partner, and also when there is a change of the profit sharing ratio among the existing partner. That's why this topic is going to be the important one. Whatever the profit or the loss of the revaluation account, that amount will be transferred to the old partner's capital account or current account in their old profit sharing ratio. Always keep this point in your mind. This account is also known as a profit and loss adjustment account. And there are the two ways to record the revised value of assets and the liabilities. Number one, when the revised values of assets and the liabilities are recorded in the books of firms. Number two, when the revised value of assets and the liabilities are not recorded in the books of firm. So here is the format of the revaluation account. Particulars amount. Now, the decrease in the value of assets is debited, increase in the value of assets is credited. In the same way, increase in the value of liabilities will be debited, decrease in the value of liabilities will be credited. Unrecorded liabilities will be debited. On the debit side, you can just see, and on the credit side, you can also see the format of the revaluation account. And on your note, you can also see either there will be the profit or the loss of the revalue. If we observe the revaluation account, we can conclude very easily in the credit side, if the value of the assets increases, it will come to the credit side. If the value of the liability decreases, it will come to the credit side. If there is the unrecorded assets, again it will come to the credit side. And the items of the debit side, decrease in the value of assets, increase in the value of liabilities, unrecorded liabilities, and also some expenses at the time of the revaluation of assets or the reassessment of liabilities. Or if these expenses are borne by the partner, that has also come in the debit side of the revaluation account. We will try to learn this concept with the help of some numerical question. Here is the numerical question given on your screen. A, B and C are the partners and their profit sharing ratio was 5:3:2, and hence the balance sheet. I am not going to read out the whole balance sheet. They decided to share profit equally with effect from 1st April 2019. If you read the question, in this question, no new partner has been admitted, nor the existing partner is going to be retired. It means this is the case of the change of the profit sharing ratio among existing partner. Means there are the three partners and all the three partners have decided to change their profit sharing ratio. And here is the some adjustments given in the question, like value of the land and building decreased by 5%, value of the machinery increased by 5%, a provision for doubtful debts be created at the rate 5% on sundry debtors, a motorcycle 40,000 was not recorded and is now to be recorded. Out of the creditors 20,000 is not payable. If you read the question, there are some informations regarding the revaluation of the assets and the reassessment of liabilities, and in this question we will focus only how to prepare the revaluation account. So let us see how to prepare revaluation account. Now this is the format of the revaluation account. If we see the question again one by one, we will solve all the adjustment. So first see the question again. First adjustment given in the question, value of the land and building decreased by 5%. See the question. In the question, the amount of the land and building given 7 lakh rupee, and the 5% of the 7 lakh will be 35,000. Why this amount has been debited? As I told you earlier, decrease in the value of assets will be debited. The reason behind, because this is the loss of the firm. Again see the question, value of the machinery increased by 5%. Here we are going to increase the value of assets, means it will be shown in the credit side. Why? Because it is the profit to the firm. Now see how the treatment will be done. By machinery, and the figure is 24,000. Again read the question. A provision for the doubtful debt be created at the rate 5% on debtors. Always keep this point in your mind. All the provisions are the liability. Here we are going to increase the amount of the liability. It means this is going to be the loss to the firm. So it will be debited. To provision for doubtful debts account, and the amount is 5,000. Why the 5,000? Because the amount of the debtor given in the question was rupees 1 lakh. A motorcycle 40,000 was unrecorded. Now we have to record it. Means this is the increase in the value of assets. Increase in the value of assets means this will go to the credit side of the revaluation account. By motorcycle 40,000 rupees. Now see the question again. Out of the sundry creditors, 20,000 is not payable, means the amount of 20,000 rupees is not we are going to pay. Means this is the decrease of the creditors, means decrease of the liability. So it will go to the credit side of the revaluation account by creditors, and the amount is 20,000. If you read the question again, the information regarding the goodwill is given, but the treatment of the goodwill will be done in the partners capital account, and the partners capital account we are not going to prepare. That's why we are going to leave this transaction or leave this adjustment. Now at last, if you read the question again, C was to carry out the work for reconstituting the firm at a remuneration including expenses of rupees 10,000. Expenses came to 6,000, but the remuneration, you can say the agreement between the firm and the C was the 10,000 rupees. Means the firm has to pay 10,000 rupees to the partner C. So the treatment of this transaction will be done to the debit side of the revaluation account, and the amount will also be shown as a 10,000 rupees, because the agreement between the partner and the firm was the rupees of the 10,000 rupees. Now if we see the question again, no adjustment is left. Now we just complete the question and get the balance of the revaluation account. Now get the balance first. The total of the credit side is to be 84,000 and get the balance of the revaluation account, and the balance is 34,000. This is the profit of the revaluation, and this amount will be transferred to the old partner's capital account, means partner A, partner B and partner C in their old profit sharing ratio. And what is the old profit sharing ratio? If we see the question again, on the top of the question you can see the old profit sharing ratio was 5:3:2, means this amount will be shared, this amount will be distributed in the ratio of the 5:3:2, and the answer will be A will get 17,000, B 10,200 and C 6,800. Now one more question. Now here is the question. A and B are the two partners and the old profit sharing ratio between the A and B was 2:1. I am not going again to read out the complete balance sheet. Here the C is admitted. If you read the question, you can very easily come to know that in this question, this is the question of the admission of a new partner. But the earlier question was the change of the profit sharing ratio among existing partners, and this is the question of the admission of the new partner. Means the topic we are learning today, this topic is going to help in almost all the cases. That's why this topic is more important. So if we read the transactions, or we can say we read the only adjustment, C will bring 2 lakh rupees as his capital and 1,20,000 as his share of goodwill for the 1/4 share in the profits. The treatment of these adjustment will be done in the partner's capital account. We are not going to prepare the partner's capital account. That's why we are going to leave this adjustment. Plant is to be appreciated. Value of the building is to be appreciated by 10%. Stock is found overvalued by 8,000. So these are some adjustment. So we will make the treatment of these adjustment, or we can say the information regarding the revaluation of assets and the reassessment of liabilities will be shown in the revaluation account. So how these adjustment will be done in the revaluation account? So let us see. Here is the format of the revaluation account. Now see the question again, and one by one we will solve every adjustment regarding the revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. Now plant is to be appreciated to 2,40,000. If you see the question, you can just see the value of the plant is rupees 2 lakh, but it is to be appreciated to 2,40,000. It means the value of the plant is increased by 40,000. It means here the value of the assets is increased. So where it will go? It will go to the credit side of the revaluation account. By plant 40,000. Again see the question. Value of the building is to be appreciated by 10%. So we need to appreciate the value of the building by 10%. So see the question again. The value of the building given in your question 3 lakh rupees, and the 10% of the 3 lakh, how much? That is the 30,000. The simple figure is there. That is the 30,000. Now stock is found overvalued by 8,000. Means if you read the question and read the adjustment very carefully, it means the value of the stock is already increased by the 8,000. So we need to rectify this amount. It means we have to reduce the amount of the stock by 8,000, means the value of the asset is decreased. So how the treatment will be done? Now here is the treatment of the stock. Now see the question again. Provision for the doubtful debt is to be created at 5% of sundry debtors. Now the debtors given in the question 1,20,000 and the 5% of the 1,20,000, the simple figure is there, that is the 6,000. As I told you earlier, all the provisions are the liability. Means this is the increase of the liability. Increase of liability means debit side of the revaluation account. This is the 6,000 rupees. Now see the question again. Creditors were unrecorded to the extent of 2,000 rupees, means to the extent of 2,000 rupees the creditors were not recorded. So we need to record. It means in this case the liability is going to be created or the liability is going to be increased. So whenever there is the increase of the liability, it will go to the debit side of the revaluation account. Now this is the treatment of the creditor. Now see the question again. Now if we see the question again, there is no adjustment is left with regards to the revaluation of assets and the reassessment of liability. So complete this question. Now get the total of the credit side 70,000. Get the balance of the revaluation account, and the balance is 54,000, and this 54,000 will be distributed, or we can say will be given to the old partners. And who are the old partners? See the question again. In this question the name of the old partners are A and B, and the old profit sharing ratio is what? 2:1. So this amount will be shared by the A and B in their old profit sharing ratio, that is the 2:1. So this amount of the 54,000 will be shared between the A and B in the ratio 2:1. Here is the complete solution of the question. Hope you all have enjoyed the session. All the best.